A modern artificial intelligence system can ingest, analyze, and complete hundreds of thousands of hours of manual work in seconds. This speed creates a massive contradiction on modern job boards. Thousands of entry-level positions that now require 3 full years of prior experience. In 2019, JP Morgan Chase deployed a piece of software called COIN, short for Contract Intelligence. It performed a single, massive task, reviewing commercial loan agreements. Work that previously occupied lawyers and paralegals for 360,000 hours a year was executed instantly. This efficiency breakthrough effectively sawed off the first rung of the legal career ladder. JP Morgan required no mass layoffs or public announcements. The work simply ceased to require human intervention. This silent purge spread quickly. Throughout 2019 and 2020, hiring for junior data analysts, for entry-level copywriters, and administrative assistants froze across dozens of industries. Corporations celebrated the massive cost savings of eliminating repetitive labor. However, few stopped to consider what that original cost was actually purchasing for the long-term health of the economy. Historically, the career ladder relied on a massive volume of manual, repetitive tasks. Starting a career meant spending years sorting documents, pulling reports, and running the same numbers every single morning. This tedious work provided the value of proximity. By sitting 3 desks down from a senior partner, a junior analyst absorbed unteachable industry nuances and decision-making habits that no business school could replicate. These high-volume, low-consequence tasks functioned as a hidden tuition, the price the economy charged to train and vet its incoming workforce. While paying humans to manually track schedules or log complaints is less efficient than using a computer, that inefficiency served a vital developmental purpose. It was the primary mechanism for building professional competence. Spreadsheets viewed entry-level roles strictly as an operational liability. Automating these tasks shrank cost bars to zero, triggering an immediate profit spike. But this short-term gain broke the industry's training infrastructure. Bypassing entry-level labor dismantled the pipeline for future talent. The downstream consequences are now appearing in 5-year cycles. Financial firms employ analysts who lack the intuition to spot flawed models, and newsrooms struggle with editors who never developed the ground-level source networks required for investigative reporting. Hiring managers now face a baffling shortage of qualified mid-level candidates. Internal promotions have stalled because the foundational experience required for leadership simply isn't there. Corporations optimized their immediate balance sheets so effectively that they inadvertently hollowed out their own future workforce. The class of 2020 entered a market where a decade of planned automation had been compressed into 18 months. The traditional bottom-rung roles they expected to fill had been restructured or deleted entirely. This forced an entire generation into chronic underemployment. Educated graduates now work in the gig economy, earning an income but gaining no professional skills that lead toward an upward career path. When these graduates attempt to enter their fields later, they encounter automated applicant tracking systems. These programs are designed to filter for career continuity and specific technical keywords, effectively acting as digital gatekeepers. Survival work creates a resume gap that these systems flag as a liability. Candidates are rejected by an algorithm before a human manager ever has the chance to review their potential. By removing the entry-level tier, automation created a rigid infrastructure that actively penalizes a generation for the absence of the very jobs that were taken away from them. Economists often argue that technology creates more employment than it destroys. Historically, the displacement of manual labor has eventually led to the growth of more complex service and knowledge work. However, the new roles created by AI, like machine learning infrastructure specialists, require years of highly specific technical training. They provide no entry point for a generalist graduate looking to learn on the job. The career ladder has been replaced by a specialized elevator. It reaches the top quickly, but it remains inaccessible to anyone who hasn't already acquired the advanced experience that the old system used to provide. Rebuilding this path requires institutional investment. Organizations must intentionally fund apprenticeships and structured entry pathways, paying for developmental work that machines could do because humans must do it to grow. A society automating its developmental rungs without providing a replacement is effectively billing the next generation for a future they are barred from entering.